So, back at the workshop again. Mini's going reasonably well. Managed to get the subframe cleaned up and also the fuel tank out. So now it's giving me a lot more access to where it is really bad. I will show you what I've done with the subframe. So let's have a quick look at that. And here we go. So as you can see, it's looking a lot better than it did. It's been a bit of a challenge to actually clean this. This was really difficult to do, and one of the main reasons is because there is just so many little crevices and shapes to it for you to get in. It's really difficult to clean. You'd think like the angle grinder would be good for doing this, but of course it can only get into the flat areas. It can't get around here. It kicks cool, so it hasn't turned out to be the best tool to use. The best tool that I found using for the real heavy bits of rust was that, believe it or not, and you're just simply tapping, and as you're tapping it's breaking apart the layers of rust which build up, and they was coming off quite well, and then hitting it with a wire brush. The wire brush is being fine, but it's just not really man enough for the job. So that, coupled with sandpaper, angle grinder, and just a lot of faffing about, has got me to this point. And it's not too bad at all, really. It's starting to look better. It's still not it's not brand new, obviously. And I think anyone looking at it will probably thinking, well, you know, it's just been painted, but it's been a lot of work to do. And the second thing that's been happening is fuel tank. That was a lot more plumbing than I expected. Thinking like a return and a pickup, maybe a filter, but no, there's air pipes, fuel out, I think, fuel pump, a whole assembly on the side which had a load of plumbing to it, lots and lots of pipe work to it, plus because it goes over like this, it turns out it's really difficult to siphon any fuel out of it, because you can siphon everything out of here, you put the pipe over there, you try and siphon it out of there, and it still ended up with about a gallon in there when I was taking it down. And of course that dripped all over me, so that was great. So now under the car, let's have a quick look at that, and I'll show you what we've got so far and what I'm going to be doing next. So as you can see, it's pretty bad. If you can see, it's all just surface stuff, but I've got to clean that all off around all these bits and bobs here, and then I've got to paint it as well. So trying to paint all this and sort of mask it all up as well, it's all going to be quite a faff, but it does need, you can see it definitely needs sorting. Another couple of years and I don't think this car would have survived. I think it would have had to be completely rewelded. It's very close to what is acceptable, and as I say, with this tool I've just been gently tapping around, and you can see it just comes off in layers. So got quite a bit to be doing tonight on that, so that's my job for tonight. Also, I will show you the other side. See what I mean by the plumbing for the fuel lines? Just fuel lines everywhere. Got these breathers, got this breather, I've got these nylon pipes going pretty much everywhere. It's just a rat's nest of pipework and plumbing, but you know, seems to all be working. Talking of plumbing, that is my next biggest problem. It's a brake line that was broken. It actually rusted through. And look at the state of the rust here. Look, I see exactly the same place on the other side. Just really bad. I've got to take this metal pipe off. Now that is steel, which is a pain in the arse. I've never flared steel, so I'm going to see if I can flare steel. I'm going to probably break it like here. It comes over the top. So it comes over the top of the arch there. So if I can break it somewhere along that line there, then I've only got to make up that section in probably conifer or something to sort of look half decent. But again, I've got a lot of shape. I've got to go down here, around there, up there, around there, down there, up there, around there, up there, down there, and then I'm going to cut it here. So a lot of faffing, I think you'll agree. And look at the state of the rust. As I say, this car is so close to the edge of just not existing. It probably shouldn't be getting this sort of love, to be honest. It should have probably been scrapped, but you know, you start these things and you're in too deep now, aren't you? Right, so I'll carry on with this and I'll show you how we get on in a minute. Right, back under, and this time we're just putting some rust beater onto this exposed rust we've got here. Just cleaning the area up generally, and then hopefully this is, I don't know what it is. It's some sort of alkaline or acid, isn't it? I can't remember now what this stuff actually is, but reacts with the rust and hopefully helps hold it all back a bit longer. Yeah, as you can see, just getting in there. Generally go around and get it all. No idea I'm going to make this look any decent once I start painting, because I've then got to sort of go around all these pipes. I don't want to mask them up or just try and hold them out of the way or something. I only got to add a bit of spray paint to it. I can't think that it would be too bad a job just to hold these things out the way whilst I do a little bit of paint and maybe a bit of rag around some of it, just to make it look a bit better. So that's now got to dry, and once that's dry, then we can start cleaning it up with some soap and water, what have you, and getting this all nice and cleaned off, ready for a little bit of paint. Painting should be just a case of a quick dab over with a spray. Can just put a couple of layers of, try and find some silverish paint or something that'll meet the car a bit better than just black. Once that's done, I can then put everything back. I've got my brake pipe cut, so that's now cut and ready to go. I cut it. If I turn this round, I'll show you what we've done there. So as you can see, I've got the brake pipe here now cut, so it should finish about here-ish. I'm going to put my join in. I've got to get a flaring tool for that, because my flaring tool is not going to be able to do steel pipe. There's a different tool for steel pipe, and it's also meant to be used more on the car as well, whereas the one that I do have is for softer pipe, but it has to be put into a vice, etc., for it to really work properly. So it's probably best to leave it at that point, and then I'll get the actual proper flaring tool for that. Then once that's in, I can put the union in, I can make the bike pipe up, everything is ready to go. Just really need to finish cleaning this up, ready for a bit of paint, and then I will be putting everything back in. So it's moving along quite nicely. I'm quite happy with what I've done. I've managed to get both sides now, all the rust removed from the, I'll show you that. Get all the rust removed from the surface rust, which was causing it to look really bad. So taking all that off, as you can see, I've just put some of the rust killer stuff on, and now I've just got to wait for that to dry, really. Once that's dry, good clean up of the rest of this, get rid of all the sort of the road muck and what have you that you have on here, and then just go along this whole panel with some silver paint or something, just to make it sort of look half decent. And that's what we're trying to do, is try to make it look decent and also give it some sort of reasonable protection for the tools of being a car in Britain, I suppose. So that's where we're at. Let's see how we get on, and hopefully it'll start looking better very soon.